The small suburb of Ferguson, once again the scene of a tense standoff between police and protesters. For a second day, people took to the streets, calling for justice for Michael Brown. On the face of it, things look a lot calmer this evening, but there is a simmering tension between police and protesters here, and it takes the smallest thing to set the crowd off. The governor of Missouri said he wanted to ratchet the security presence on the streets, and he's tripled the number of National Guardsmen who are out tonight. Many protesters say that's simply antagonistic.
Same like it's always been. I mean, hostility from them, because you see how they geared up like this World War III, and then we just out here peacefully protesting, trying to find some justice.
18-year-old Michael Brown was shot dead in August at this housing estate by a police officer, Darren Wilson, who fired at him 12 times. On Monday, a grand jury decided not to charge the policeman over the teenager's death. In his first interview, Officer Wilson explained why he reached for his gun in an act of self-defense.
I keep it on my right hip. I take it out and I come up, I point it at him. And when I said, get back or I'm going to shoot you. And then his response, immediately, he grabbed the top of my gun. And when he grabbed it, he said, "You're too much of a to shoot me." And while he's doing that, I can feel his hand trying to come over my hand and get inside the trigger guard and try and shoot me with my own gun. And that's when I pulled the trigger for the first time.
Protests continue across America. In New York, there were also clashes between police and protesters. In Ferguson, it was less violent than the night before, but the anger and the tension hasn't gone away. Regina Vaidyanathan, BBC News, Ferguson.